Starting to make sense to me now. Piracy, fraud, that's right out of the Santos textbook, isn't it?
Well, not in a textbook I've read. What are you accusing me of?
I'm not accusing you of anything. It's your cousin Tony. You know, I knew he was trouble the night he showed up at this house. I should have thrown him out on his ear.
All right. Well, why don't you tell me what he did? What did he do?
I'll tell you what you did, Phillip. I'll tell you exactly what you did. Yeah, you allowed Susan to duplicate hundreds of CDs in a very sophisticated bank of computer equipment.
How did that happen?
Because you gave her your password.
Right, because I trusted your daughter. See, that was my mistake. And she betrayed that trust by using my company and my computers to make bootleg copies of some R&B group's CD.
Yeah, NuGround.
Oh, NuGround.
Let's get it right.
Now we know what the name of the group is. What else did the agent tell you?
Told me a lot of things.
Nothing. That's why I'm asking you. You know, Jim is very upset about this.
Like I'm not?
Okay, I'm just asking you what you know.
Why don't you tell me what you know, Beth? Susan lives with you. Were you paying attention at all?
I was paying attention. It was business as usual.
Business as usual for your brother, Sam, but I will not let him drag down my kids with him. Do you realize how serious this is?
No, really.
Very serious. Tony could be sent off to some youth authority, or better yet, to prison.
Wait a minute.
No, you wait a minute. We're talking about my daughter.
Come on. Would you quit arguing and get in here, please? They're gonna find you. Would you please be quiet?
Does anybody know anybody who has some answers?
Jim? Well, yeah, why don't we just ask the usual suspect?
And that would be who?
Max. Who else?
I'd like to talk with you before you go. That's all right. All right. Hey, Buzz. Thank you for coming.
What's going on?
Hey, Max.
Who's this guy?
You'll find out soon enough, okay? Max, would you come in here for a minute?
You know, I don't know what's going on here tonight, but I smell trouble, and it's spelled T-O-N-Y.
Yeah.
I think you better let me handle this.
Why? Josh Lewis doesn't scare me.
Yeah, but the FBI should. Look, get out of here. I'll call you later. Let you know what's going on, all right?
All right. Yeah, all right, okay.
Take it easy.
Max, we have some questions that we want to ask you.
If I can answer them, sure.
Okay, great. Where's Susan?
We're looking for Susan as well as Marah and Shane.
Well, I mean, you know, just as well as I do, they're in Chicago, right?
What are they doing?
They're looking at colleges, right?
That's a crock, and you know it. Where are they?
What else are they doing in Chicago?
Do you know where they're staying?
Where can they be reached? Do you have any idea?
There must have some way of getting in.
Where are they, Max? Answer us.
You know, maybe they're taking in some sights. Yeah, I really wouldn't know, honestly.
Okay, then how come you're not there? Why didn't you go?
I didn't feel like going.
You didn't feel like it? That doesn't ring exactly true to me, okay?
You know
now you better answer us. Tell us now.
they're doing. I can see it in your eyes.
And you know they're up to no damn good.
That's why you didn't go, isn't it?
Hey, you better answer us. If you have any idea what's good for you, you're gonna tell us, and you're gonna tell us right now.
So all Susan and the others wanted to do was see this concert, a band called NuGround. But, I mean, everyone here said no.
And what does no usually mean?
Jim, would you take it easy on him? Go ahead.
All right, so Sam Spencer, he had this idea to copy CDs, sell them to a couple of friends, raise some money, and use the college tour as a cover story.
I knew it.
Okay, even if it was Sam's idea, he certainly didn't carry it out on his own.
All right. Let's just hear the rest of his story.
All right, so Susan and the others had just about enough money when this guy, Tony Santos, stepped in, and he had this plan to sell even more CDs.
So they could make even more money that they didn't even need.
Well, all I know is that they had the money because they were going to hire a limo, stay in some fancy hotel, but I don't even know which one.
Do you know when they're expected back?
Tomorrow, I guess.
By limo.
Look, all I know is that they're in Chicago.
And you let her go alone.
What are you trying to say? That you wanted me over there with her?
Hey, Susan is the youngest person in this group. You let her go to Chicago with a bunch of seniors all by herself.
If I had gone, you would have found a way to make this all my fault. Now I don't go, and it's still my fault. You know what? There's no winning with you, man. I am so sick and tired of everything always being my fault. Blame Max, right? That is just not the way it is.
Hey, well, let me tell you the way it is.
Slow down. All right, okay, come on. Look. We all want to punch somebody out, but this is not going to solve anything, okay? Let's figure out what we're going to do next.
If the kids are all right, the most pressing issue right now is what can they expect when they get back here?
You mean besides a bunch of parents that are ticked off at them?
That doesn't matter as much as what's in store for them from the FBI.
Which is?
Where are you going, Ross?
I think I'm going to get some bad news.
I am so sorry about Sam.
No, I'm sorry about everything. So much for a nice, quiet evening at home, huh?
Yeah. Hey, earlier at my place, you said you wanted to show me something.
Just gonna have to wait just a little bit. I'm sorry.
Oh, Ross.
What's going on?
Did you let them know that this whole thing was just some kind of big misunderstanding? Did you make that clear to them?
I talked with the agent who's in charge of this investigation, David Lemus.
And?
And I tried to convince him that this is overkill. They couldn't possibly justify this much manpower to go after a few kids who copied a couple of CDs.
Well, that's the truth.
Well, however, they don't see it that way, and they want to make an example out of this case to show that piracy of intellectual material is not going to be tolerated. And they're not going to stop with the kids.
What do you mean?
Well, they're going to go after you and Josh and all of you on the basis that as the parents of these children, you should be responsible for them and they're involved in a federal crime. So they're not only going to prosecute the kids, they're going to prosecute the parents as well.
Come on, they can't do that.
They can and they will. And now you're all in this together.